Today let's revise the concepts related to integration and also the formulas which are important for the examination. Now what is integration? Integration is the inverse process of differentiation. Now we have d by dx of f of x as small f of x. Now antiderivative or integral is simply the opposite. So integral small f of x dx is capital F of x plus you will be having an integration constant. Now let's discuss about the properties of indefinite integration. So coming to the first property, d by dx of integral f of x dx is nothing but f of x as derivative and integration gets cancelled. Now integral of f dash x dx is simply f of x plus c because this dash and integration gets cancelled. Now integral k into f of x dx is the constant will be coming out, so k into integral f of x dx. Now imagine there are many functions f1 of x plus or minus f2 of x so on in brackets. You can separate them into individual integrals f1 of x dx plus or minus integral f2 of x dx so on. And finally integral f of ax plus b dx, the value is the coefficient before x will be 1 by a into f of ax plus b plus integration constant. Now we have some standard formula of integration which include the basic formula integral x power n dx as nothing but x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c, and here the condition n must not be equal to minus 1. So also we have the standard formula integral 1 by x dx is log mod x. So I am not going deep into the standard formulas of integration because I want to focus more on concepts and important steps and tricks which we have to learn integration. So some of the special integrals include integral 1 by x square plus a square dx. So the value is simply 1 by a into tan inverse x by a plus integration constant. So the next formula is integral 1 by x square minus a square dx. So remember here you have x square minus a square, so you have to simply remember 1 by 2a into log. I have to write x minus a divided by x plus a, and this is under modulus plus integration constant. So the simple trick is you have to remember this x square minus a square and this numerator are same. Now similarly integral 1 by a square minus x square dx. Now here the integral value is 1 by 2a into log a plus x divided by a minus x plus c. So these two formulas will be using solving integration for partial fraction applications, which will be discussing in the later part of the video. Also this is one of the very important formula integral 1 by a square minus x square dx. This is simply sine inverse x by a plus integration constant. And similarly 1 by root over x square minus a square dx, this is log mod x plus root over x square minus a square plus integration constant. And finally integral dx by root over x square plus a square dx is equal to log mod x plus root x square minus x square plus a square plus c. Now I am giving you homework of three formulas: integral root over a square minus x square dx, integral root over x square minus a square dx, and integral root over x square plus a square dx because they are time consuming. So this is your homework. Now let's get into the different forms of integration. So if your integral is in the form of px plus q by ax square plus bx plus c dx, or it is in the form of px plus q divided by root over a square plus ax square plus bx plus c dx. Now here remember, px plus q must be written in the form of lambda into 2ax plus b plus mu. Now what is this concept? So the derivative of ax square plus bx plus c is simply 2ax plus b. So I have to write the fractions of this in the form of lambda into the derivative and mu. Now we have to calculate the value of lambda and mu for solving the problem. So next, one important integral 1 by 1 plus x square dx. This is simply tan inverse x plus c. Integral minus integral dx by x into root x square minus 1 dx. This is simply secant inverse x plus c. Now we also have method of substitution, in which if your integration is in the form integral f dash x into g into f of x dx, remember, let's consider f of x is equal to t. Now, or if your integral is in the form of f dash x by g into f of x, you have to go with this concept of f of x is equal to t substitution method. Now let's come to trigonometric substitutions in integration. Now if you have the term a square minus x square, there either try to substitute x is equal to a sin theta or x is equal to a cos theta. Or if you have a term x square minus a square, here try to substitute x is equal to a secant theta or a cosecant theta. If you have a term x square plus a square, try to substitute x is equal to a tan theta or a cot theta. If you have a term a minus x divided by a plus x, try to substitute x is equal to a cos 2 theta. So observe, whenever you have terms like this substitution will convert them into simpler forms. Now we have some forms of integration. So if you have an integration in the form of 1 by a linear term into square root of linear term dx, now here try to substitute this linear is equal to t square and do the problem. Also you have some other forms in which you have to apply this concept. Now here the linear will be, you can also have a concept of a quadratic equation into a linear term. Here also you have to apply this concept and you have to equate this linear term to t square. You have some other forms in which you have to substitute a different formula. They are, if you have the term integral dx by linear term into square root of your quadratic term dx, here this linear must be in the form 1 by t. Now you can also have a double quadratic equation, integral dx by quadratic equation into another square root of quadratic equation. Here you have to substitute x is equal to 1 by t and solve the problem. Next comes your rational functions. So the rational functions can be proper in nature and improper in nature. So the functions will be in the form of f of x into g of x, where g of x must not be equal to 0, and they can also be in the form of f of x into g of x. Now if your degree of f of x is less than the degree of g of x, in this case they can be converted into partial fractions. And if you have degree of f of x numerator is greater than or equal to degree of g of x, Then also you have to convert into the partial fraction. Now what are the important formulas which you have to remember for conversion of a partial fraction into integration? So if the partial fraction is of the form px plus q divided by x minus a into x minus b, where a is not equal to b, you can write this in the form of a partial fraction a by x minus a plus b by x minus b. Now for this, you know the integral 1 by x minus a is log mod x log 1 into log mod x minus a. Similarly, if you have the partial fraction of this form px square plus qx plus r divided by x minus a into x minus b into x minus c, remember the denominator has higher value of power of x because it is an x cube. I can simply write the partial fraction as a by x minus a plus b by x minus b plus c by x minus c. Now what is the concept? How can you do the problem when it is in the form of px by q into x minus a whole square? Remember, the first term will be having x minus a and the second term will be having x minus a whole square. So in the numerator you will be having constants a and b. So the partial fraction can be split into this particular form. And finally, let's go to the partial fraction in which you have square terms px square plus q x plus r, and in the denominator it has x minus a whole square into x minus b. As I said earlier, in the denominator the first term will be having x minus a and the second term minus will be having x minus b, x minus a whole square, and the final term will be again a linear term. So here I'll be having three constants a, b and c. Now let's go to the last form, which is px square plus qx plus r divided by x minus a into x square plus bx plus c. Now this particular quadratic equation is having roots which are not real or equal or real equations. So now I can only split this into a partial fraction with two terms a by x minus a plus bx plus c. Now see, here the constants are bx plus c divided by this term x square plus bx plus c. And finally, we shall close this particular video with integration by parts formula. So integral u into v dx can be written as u into integral v into dx minus integral du by dx derivative of u and with an integral v into dx. So here you have to follow the formula of ILATE mechanism, where I is the inverse and L is the logarithmic and A is the algebraic and T is the trigonometric and E is the exponential. So remember your terms 1 and 2, u is your first function, 2 is your second function. Follow this order and decide which can be u and which can be v for your integration problems. With this, I am completing this video. We'll continue in the next video.